IMCA modified heat race number 1 on the track right now. Starting on the inside of row number 1 from Apple Valley, California in the 14B, that is Blake Thornell. Outside of him from Bakersfield in the 2J, Justin Schweitzer. Starting on the inside of the second row from Napomo, California, the 41 of Danny Lauer. And next to him in the 07 DEX, that is Troy Morris. On the inside of row 3 in the 1-2, that is Josh Combs. In the 222, Scott Drake. Lining up on the inside of row number 4 in the 51B from Bakersfield, California, Brian Clark. Outside of him from Merced, California in the 32, DJ Shannon. On the inside of the back row from Arroyo Grande, California in the 21J, that is Justin Crockett. And lining up next to him in the 9XXX, Chet Reeves from Bakersfield. Joel, are you ready for the IMCA Modifieds?
I am ready for the IMCA Modifieds, Corey. We came 1,000 miles just for this. We're going to line them up, door handle. Your flagman's going to look. Our green flag is in the air. We're racing in Bakersfield.
IMCA Modified heat race number 1. Here from night number 2 from the Budweiser Nationals. Good lead. Good battle up front. 3 wide out of turn 2 in the battle for second, third, and fourth. Here comes Lauer on the inside of the 41. Keep your eyes on that 41 car. Working the bottom groove out of turn 4. Lap number 1. Big move for Lauer. He'll lead at the stripe. What a move by Danny Lauer as he came out of the second row and now moves to the top spot. He is your leader in the 41. Running second is the 2J of Justin Schweitzer. Here comes the 07, the DEX of Troy Morris. Morris going to bang doors of Schweitzer. Hang on, Morris loops it out here on the front stretch. Right there in front of the flagman. Trying to get that car back under power. He's got it fired. He'll make his way back onto the track. No caution. Danny Lauer continues to lead at the stripe. We'll take you through the running order. It is Lauer, your leader, Justin Crockett. Then it's the 222 of Scott Drake, Blake Thornell, and the 51
of Brian Clark
is your top 5. Danny Lauer looking very good up front in the 41. He had a real good run last night. Looking to continue his success here on night number 2 of the Budweiser Nationals.
Lauer's going to use the bottom side through 1 and 2, followed by Justin Schweitzer. We are going to do is underneath him is the 222 of Scott Drake going into turn 3. 222 underneath the 2. He's going to hold the position to turns 3 and 4. Right behind Lauer at the stripe, it is the 222 of Drake.
Scott Drake now starting to move in the 222, taking over the second spot as he gets by the 2J of Justin Schweitzer. He sets his sights on the leader. Can he run him down? We have 5 laps down. And Scott Drake is closing in on the 41 of Lauer. He is coming quick, fast, and in a hurry. Now going to work that middle groove through turns 1 and 2. DJ Shannon way up on the high side near the back of the pack, nearly backed it into the turn 1 wall.
All the leaders are using the bottom line around the racetrack. DJ Shannon's the only one trying to go up top. White flag comes out for your leader, Danny Lauer, followed by Drake at the line, Schweitzer. Those 3 cars are going to be in contention for the top spot. Lauer so powerful out of turn 2 with Drake in tow. Lauer's going to come into turn 3, set sights on the checkered flag in the air. Your winner out of turn 4 is Danny Lauer, followed by the 222 of Scott Drake and the 2J of Justin Schweitzer.
Blake Thornell finishes 4th. The 51 of Brian Clark rounds out the top 5. Justin Crockett just missed the top 5 in the 21J. Good run for Danny Lauer. Scott Drake was on the fly in the 222, Joel. He was coming.
He was coming quick, fast, in a hurry. If he would have had maybe 2 or 3 more laps, he would have had him at the line. Unfortunately, the white came out and the checkers fell.
Not enough time to run down the 41. Next heat race already rolling on to the track. We'll take you through the lineup out of Bakersfield in the 07X. That is Troy Morris Jr. Outside of him on the front row from Corbett, Oregon, Superman Colin Weinbarger. On the inside of row number 2 in the 11XX from Bakersfield, the Sandman Rob Sanders. Starting outside of him in the 14B, that is Ryan Porter. In the inside of row number 3, the 766 of Joe Antonetti. And outside of him, one of the drivers you want to watch in this division, the 175 of Ethan Dotson. On the inside of row number 4 in the 11X, that is Kyle Heckman from right here in Bakersfield. Outside of him in the 24, Roger Holder. On the inside of the 5th row, driving the number 96A from Watsonville, California, Clay Daly. And outside of him in the number 98, Alex Stanford from Chowchilla. Joel, you want to talk about a stacked heat race? We just went through an all-star lineup almost.
This is an all-star lineup, and you say keep your eyes on that 175 of Ethan Dotson. I'm saying keep your eyes on the 98 of Stanford. He knows the score. He's starting in the back of the pack, and Alex Stanford has the talent, has the equipment. He's going to move forward quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Well, we'll see if he can move forward at all against this field because he's starting next to Daly. He's got Heckman. He's got Sanders. He's got Weinbarger and Dotson. And I mean, this is a loaded field for a heat race. I'd hate to be the guy that drew this pill. Out of turn 4, there's the green flag. Your front row, the 07 of Morris and the Superman of Weinbarger. Weinbarger way to the high side through turns 1 and 2 on the hammer out of turn 2 down the backstretch. Here comes Dotson. Dotson thought about going 3 wide. Touches the brakes, gets on the binders. He makes his way through the field. Now he's 3 wide out of turn 4 with the 11XX of Sanders and the 07 of Morris. Morris working very good on the high side. Dotson's going to follow him into turn 1. Colin Weinbarger now starting to put some distance between him and the field. Weinbarger looking very good up front as the leader.
Look at that drive out of the 175 cars. He comes off the corner in turn 2. He picked off a car, but is he going to do it? 3 wide out of turn 4 at the stripe. Dotson sits fourth. But I'll tell you what, race fans, we're going to be almost 4 wide on the exit of 2.
Troy Morris is slinging it around in that 07. He clears those guys he was racing with side by side. He holds down the number 2 spot on the bottom, the 175 of Ethan Dotson, moving into the number 3 spot as he gets by the 14 of Ryan Porter. Now Ethan Dotson goes to work on the 07 of Morris. The Sandman, Rob Sanders, right behind him. It is Colin Weinbarger all by himself. Nearly a straightaway advantage over the 07 of Morris. Morris and Dotson continue to shoot it out side by side. Dotson going to run the low groove to turns 1 and 2. Morris way up on the top. Out of the exit of turn 2 down the backstretch. He knows Dotson is down there. Now going to try to slam the door on him. Drifts up to the middle groove. Dotson right there with him side by side of the turn 4. At the stripe, it is Morris by a mere inch.
Dotson keeps trying that low groove, that 07 machine of Morris. He keeps going high with that drive off of turn 2. Morris keeps holding that position.
Watching Dotson doing a lot what he did last night. Get that left front tire up on the berm. Load that right rear. Put the traction down. And Troy Morris still right there with them. It is anybody's battle for the second spot. It is all Colin Weinbarger now a full straightaway ahead of that battle for second and third. We're going to see the white flag this time around. Superman got his cape wide open. He is flying at high speed. Here comes the battle for second. Dotson a half a car length ahead of the 07 of Morris.
Don't count out that 11 triple X or double X machine, of Hackman. Hackman is challenging at the back of the top 3.
Here comes your winner out of turn number 4. Colin Weinbarger picks up the win in the heat race. The battle for second will go to Ethan Dotson, Troy Morris, Rob Sanders. Then it's Kyle Heckman. The 98 of Stanford, Porter, Roger Holder, Clay Daly, and at the back of the pack was the
766 machine of Joe Antonetti.
What a heat race right there. An impressive run for Superman.
Dude, if we keep this up, I'm going to end up like Brian Smith without half a voice.
No kidding. What a way to open up the IMCA modifieds. Really setting the tone early. Heat race number 3 already rolling onto the track as heat race 2 makes their way off. The starting lineup for this one looks like this. We'll take it through you right now before we get this thing started. Starting on the pole position in the 174, that is Buddy Shepard, and outside of him from San Luis Obispo, that is Logan Drake in the 111. On the inside of row number 2 in the 28H, that is Darrell Hughes, starting next to the 49 of Troy Folger from Martinez, California. On the inside of row number 3, one of the drivers we're going to watch tonight, the 198 of Robbie Sawyer, and next to him in the 28P from Bakersfield, John Piker. On the inside of the 4th row in the 22D, that is Ryan Daves from Bakersfield, starting next to the C9 of Chad Reichenbach. At the back of the pack in the number 17 in, that is Steve Nolan from Terabella, California. Boy, I'll tell you what, if I was Steve Nolan, I got to be shaking in my boots. There's another one. A ton of talent in this one, Joel.
Well, we saw what that 22D of Dave's can do. Last night he came from the back and made it to a top 5 finish in the A main. We are going green flag racing out of turn 4, ladies and gentlemen.
Good start for the 111 of Logan Drake. Drake and Buddy Shepard now shooting it out. Drake's going to carry the momentum out of turn 2. He'll be your leader down the backstretch. Look at Troy Folger. Folger going to go 3 wide. Thinks about threading the needle with the 28 of Hughes and the 198 of Sawyer. Contact. Oh, my. What a job of driving by the 198 of Robbie Sawyer. The 174 of Buddy Shepard got turned around. Sawyer touched the binders, swerved to the outside, got punted in the backside by the 22 of Daves, kept that thing rolling, and holds down the number 4 spot. Unbelievable job of driving by Sawyer.
Well, did you see what happened a little bit deeper in the field back in turns 1 and 2? That 49 of Folger, he hit the wall in turn 1, about the middle of turn 1, and he just kept it in the gas. He knew that drive was there. He sat there and he said, guys, I'm here to play.
He is not kidding around. We tried to talk with Robbie Sawyer earlier today in the pit area. All business. Wasn't taking a whole lot of time to talk. He was really working that car in the setup, and right now we're going to say he's going to be one of the drivers to watch, as he is everywhere he goes.
There's a reason he has the nickname the Rabble Rouser.
Well, there's a reason the Rebel Rouser is the California State Champion in 2017. That is a very successful season for the 198. Up front right now, these guys got to worry about the 111 of Logan Drake.
Oh, Logan Drake is just completely fast. He jumps on that loud pedal. That car sets. It has all the drive. He puts that power to the ground, and he is going fast.
What about the 49 of Troy Folger going 3 wide down the backstretch into turn 3? That is a bold move early in this race. I mean, these guys are racing their way into the A main.
But you got to think, it's tricky Troy Folger. Martinez, California native, who normally races in Antioch. He is used to sticking that nose in there and fighting for each and every position.
He'll take every inch you're going to give him, and he'll race you hard and clean. We're going to see what he can do in the 49. Look at the running order here. This is how they're lined up right now. The 111 of Logan Drake sitting second is the 28H of Hughes. Then it's the 49 of Folger. The 28, I believe that is Piker. John Piker sits in the 4th spot. Right behind him in the top 5 is the 198 of Robbie Sawyer. Sitting behind Sawyer is the 22D of Ryan Daves. Then it's the 17N. The 17 in of Steve Nolan, and at the back of the pack is the C9 of Chad Reichenbach.
They're going to go bumper to bumper, single file restart with a cone here in Bakersfield. Logan Drake's going to set the pace through turns 3 and 4. Going to the high side, he sets the pace. He's on the loud pedal. Green flag is in the air.
Good start for Drake. Launched out of turn 4. Used the high side. A little bit of traction up there still. Now look at Troy Folger way up on the top through turns 1 and 2. The only car on the high side. So he's going to challenge the 28 of Hughes. Daryl Hughes trying to hold off the 49 of Folger. That's a battle for second and third. Here comes Piker on the bottom. Going to put a bumper on the 49 of Folger as he follows him out of the low groove at a turn 4.
That time around, Folger had to grab the binders a little bit in the middle of 3 and 4. But tell you what, he's tried that bottom. Now look who's up top in 1 and 2. It's Robbie Sawyer.
Robbie Sawyer starts to move on the high side. Let's see if he can keep him rolling. Working that upper groove in the 198. He has got past the 28P of Piker. Here he comes, the Rebel Rouser, using the high side, right rear up against the fence. Run down the backstretch. Going to go from 4th to 2nd. Here comes Robbie Sawyer. He's going to challenge Hughes in the 28. Look at this battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. They're 3 wide out of turn 4. Hughes going to push Sawyer to the wall. He's not going to have any of that business.
Sawyer's going to keep that hopside. Troy Folger's going to join him. What do they have out of turn 2? Sawyer with an amazing amount of drive. On the 3 and 4, they're going to stick to the bottom line.
Look at your leader up front, Logan Drake, so smooth, finessing his way around Bakersfield Speedway as the leader, using the gutter way down in the bottom, completely opposite of the 198 of Sawyer. And Sawyer up against the fence all the way around. He is trying to run down Logan Drake.
Folger's faded back to 5th position. He's trying that bottom side, trying to make it work again. But look at the 28H of Daryl Hughes.
Daryl Hughes doing a great job of driving, holding his own in the 3rd spot. Robbie Sawyer is reeling in Logan Drake, and there's the white flag. Logan Drake's got to hold him off for one more lap here at the Budweiser Nationals for a heat race victory. Right again on the bottom, Logan Drake, the 198 of Sawyer, clear up against the fence. One more shot at him through turns 3 and 4. I don't think Sawyer's going to have what it takes to get by the 111. Logan Drake picks up the win. Sawyer for 2nd. 3rd place will go to Hughes in an impressive run. Battle for 4th. Piker over Folger. Then it'll be Ron Daves, and then the 17 in of Steve Nolan and Chad Reichenbach at the back of the pack. What a run. What a run for the 111 of Logan Drake.
Oh, my gosh. Starting on the outside of the front row, he was just on fire. He put that loud pedal to the floor and said, hey, guys, play catch-up.
We are moving into heat race number 4 for the IMCA Modifieds here from the Budweiser Nationals. Night number 2. I'll tell you, I'm excited already. We've already seen some great racing.
This is what we came to watch. This is the Budweiser Nationals from Bakersfield, California.
Heat race number 4. The lineup looks like this. On the inside of row number 1, on the pole position from Bakersfield in the 9J, Jordan Haggard. Outside of him in the 75, we see him in a late model here. Usually it is